Hi, welcome to a new episode of Tom's Geeky Garage. If you notice lately, you haven't seen me on camera that much, and that's really because it takes me forever to get the camera out, charge the battery, set up lighting. It's a lot of work. I use a cinematic camera, so it's not really as easy as just turning it on and you're done. I gotta charge like 6 batteries and plug all these wires in, and it's kind of a nightmare. So a lot of times when I'm doing these projects where I'm just like doing a lot of digital stuff, I don't even bother set up the camera. I just set a screen recording and drop a mic, and then I'm good to go. So you don't get to see my ugly face, but show will still continue. Today's show, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get on with it. What you're looking at now is the last show we did where we made a Micro Machine Transformers. We're going to stay in this Micro Machine world today, except today we're going to do something back in the Ghostbuster universe. Someone on Patreon recently asked to do something like this, so we're going to do it. We're going to make a Micro Machine Ecto 2 that goes into the Micro Machine Ghostbuster toy line, toy set that I made last season. So I actually don't have one of these in my collection here in Los Angeles, where I'm at now. Back in Oklahoma, where I'm from, I do have a box of Ghostbuster collectibles, and I do have this in a box there, but I don't have one here. So we're gonna have to use photo references for a lot of this build. Not a big deal. It's not a complicated looking machine, and I'm going to have to change a lot of this stuff because the scale of Micro Machines having these really thin blades and stuff like that's not going to work. So we are going to have to, tweak some things and make it a little different. But now, obviously, at Micro Machine scale, it's not going to have this trigger, and it's not going to be functional. Right? That's not going to happen at a Micro Machine scale. I might be able to get the propeller to be on a pin so you can spin it or something, but having it where you hit a button and make it work, that's not going to happen. Now, the question is, here's the question. Do we want to design this to look like the one from the cartoon, or do we want to design this to look like the one from the toy line? Because obviously they designed this handle, and they designed things to be more efficient for playability. But I don't think that's what it looked like in the cartoon. Hold on, let me see if I can find some pictures of it in the cartoon, because I honestly don't remember. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so got some pictures of it here. So yeah, this one just shows it has this really small little orange tail. You see, it's like a little different than the toy turned out. Here we go. Here's a better picture. Yeah. I wish I just had a better angle. All these pictures kind of stink. Oh, this is a cool picture. Is this the one from the box? It must be the box art. Oh, yeah, it is. Yes, box art. That's cool. Yeah. So, alright, here's what we're going to do. Since technically our original Kenner Micro Machines were designed after the Kenner Ecto and the Kenner Firehouse, we will just stick with the Kenner look. We won't bother ourselves with what it looked like in the cartoon. Well, because I can't find any pictures of it, really. I mean, not where I can see the tail, at least, but... Okay, whatever. Moving on. Okay, so... Got some pictures of it here. Let's pull this up in a new tab, see if it gets bigger. Oh, boy. That's not what I wanted to do. Open in just the image. I just want the image, guys. Okay. Cha-ching! Okay. So, yeah. So, we're going to build this out in the Micro Machine world. What we're going to do, like I do with most of these Micro Machines, my starting base is always this... Oh, get out of here, Optimus Prime. Okay. What my initial starting place is always the wheel. I have these wheels that I had made for the Ecto. And they're just kind of a good thing for scale. So I always start with the wheel, and we build on the wheel. So we'll start from the wheel and we'll build out. So let's look back at this stupid thing. It's got 3 wheels, tripod formation. It's got flip down doors that flip down. The toy had a trigger you pull and it makes this guy spin. And then it also had a grappling hook, I remember like a little line with a hook on it and a bomb, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there's the little hook there. And I think this reeled up when you squeezed it. I think you could like flick this switch and then you would squeeze this and not only would it spin the blade, but it would reel it up or something. It's been a long time since I played with one of these. I do have one, like I said, in storage, but have not played with one, so I kind of forgets. And I never had the bomb. I think the one that I had, I got at Goodwill. I think it was like a Goodwill toy. So it was missing that part for sure. But whatever. Yeah, so let's go. Should I make it with the arms, the wings down? I feel like the wings got to be down. Like with the wings up, it just looks like a goofy go-kart. So we got to definitely have the wings down in this kind of formation, I think. Yeah. So, okay. So let's get started. Yeah. So let's go ahead and duplicate these wheels. And let's get the, let's get these wheels kind of formatted. Now, with Micro Machines, remember, it's not it's not technically a direct copy of the toy. The wheels need to be oversized, and it needs to be kind of squished and squashed, kind of like tunified. Now, I'm sure that this has already been kind of tuned up a little bit because it is from a cartoon, but we are going to dramatize it a little bit more, I think. So, first, let's get our tripod kind of set up in here. So where's our top view? Top view, here we are. Alright, top view. So let's get these wheels. So this one's going to actually be rotated. And we're just going to make the back wheels in a symmetry parent. So that way there's just 2 of those right off the bat. That's going to be pretty easy. Shika-ping. Okay. Now, I don't have any measurements for this. I could bring in an image of the, actual Ecto 2, but I'm not. just not. Why not? Okay, hold on. We do need to find something, because I don't think these wheels, I don't think it's like a true tripod where all the wheels are centered. I think one of them is like off center. I've seen that somewhere. There was like a front end shot of it. The front end. The front wheel was kind of off center. I don't know if that matters, but we're going to make it that way. Oh, look, Legos. Yeah, okay. Well, where was I seeing that? Am I high? Why am I not seeing it now? Well, either way, I think it's off center. Like, it looks like it's kind of like off to the right side of the shaft here. Right? Oh, shoot. I just closed the tab I needed. Oh, well. So, okay, righteous. Gog thinks it's a cool toy. If you're watching this, Gog, am I saying that right? Gog? Or is it Goog? If you're watching this, there you go. Okay, alright, I'm wasting a lot of time here looking at pictures. Let's just get started. I'm just going to off-center it, because my wheel has, they're mainly designed to be on a car, like a vehicle. So they kind of have this like pretty side, and they have the inside, which is the hub. I was going to make this symmetrical, so it have these kind of spikes on both sides. But since it does offset, why? What's the point? I would just literally offset the front wheel like this. Cha-ching! Which looks stupid. which looks real stupid, engineering-wise. But that's the name of the game. That's how it goes. That's what it do. That's what it do. Okay. All right. So how are we gonna start this stupid thing? So you're not going to have to listen to me blabber on through this whole thing. I am going to stop this once I start really building, and we will just kind of speed build through this crap, so you don't have to listen to me talk for, I don't know, however long it takes me to make this thing. Okay. Alright, so maybe I will bring a picture in. Now that I'm looking at it, if I can find a profile, just because I think it's going to make modeling faster if I'm just tracing things. You know, tracing's good. Tracing's awesome. Hey, here we go. Hey, holy profile Batman. Wait, here's a better one. Holy profile Batman. I'm actually doing this when my daughter's sleeping, so I should be quiet, but she fell asleep in her walker, and she's still there, chilling out, taking a nap. Okay, so we are going to actually just save this fella. Screen grab this guy. Shing. Okay, screen grab. Now we're gonna go into our, what was that? Was that the left side? Left side? Go to the left side. Okay, we're gonna go to the left side here. That's not the left side. It's the right side. My bad. It's supposed to be the right side. Right side. And we will go ahead and put that photo in here. Let's see, options, configure, view, no, wait, background. Find the stupid picture somewhere. On the desktop. I know it's on the desktop. Fool. There it is. And then scale it to the scale here because it's way too big. Ooh, holy Ghostbusters symbol. Now, right. No more fun and games. Get over here. No, get. Oh, no. That's good enough for me. That's good enough. Okay. So I'm going to take the back wheels and kind of stick them right here. And that looks like it's almost the right scale there. But remember, micro machines are going to make the wheels much bigger. But for now, this is going to do it. Okay, that's enough of my voice. Now we are going to speed this up, and then we will talk about it when it's donezo. Okay, let's go.
Ghostbusters are waiting. Here comes a no surprise. When I see that sky, look in your eyes. Here comes a no surprise. When I see that crazy look in your eyes, I got a feeling it's alright. And what's happening to this town when it's upside down? It's not believing. It's not right. We need to call the Ghostbusters. We need to try and find out a feeling. It's alright. And what's happening to this town when it's upside down? It's not believing. It's not right. We need to call the Ghostbusters. We need to try and figure this out. Something's got me out of my mind tonight. I gotta stop me creeping around these halls. Something's got me feeling not quite right. When I hear that noise, it makes me wanna call. We're wasting your time.
Okay, here we are with it pretty much finished. Um, this took, I mean, it's pretty quick. I think it took like an hour maybe to do. Obviously, there's not a super lot of detail here, and that's mainly because of the scale once it 3D prints. Like if I would have went in and put detail on the handles of like ridges and things, it just wouldn't have printed it. And like these pop rivets, obviously in the original, the pop rivets are quite tiny. You can see them here. You can kind of see where they were at here. That wouldn't showed up in Micro Machine scale, so what I had to do is just make them a lot bigger than they would be. And I don't even know, honestly, if these will show up at this scale, because this is tiny. I mean, if this is on your screen, it's going to be like this big. Like, that's the max size it's going to be. It's like this little bitty thing. So I'm not sure if that will even print those details. But what we have here is we have our wheels, which will be 3 wheels we'll print. We have our main body, which is the wings. Now, I had thought, what should I make hinges for the wings so we can actually fold them up and then design these to look more like the real ones with the lights on top and everything like that. And I figured for right now this will be good enough. Maybe seeing how this prints, if this is a pretty steady part, maybe I can go back and change it and make it to where those doors actually shut, which would be kind of cool. But for me right now, it's not necessary. I think this is a Micro Machine. This would be good enough. And no, I do not have the bomb modeled because I just didn't want it to be an issue. Other than that, yeah. So some things have been over dramatized. I guess I don't know what the word you'd use for that, but basically made everything a little fatter than it was in the original, mainly because, like I said, the scale of this thing, if I would have made this bracket this tiny, it would be like the thickness of a hair. You know, it would be like this little flimsy hair thing. So yeah, I kind of girthed that up a little bit. And yeah, so I think this is good enough. I think once we get it printed and painted, it will still look pretty good. So we're going to send this out to the printer. We only have 3 parts. We've got the prop, which will be actually connected with a pin, so you will actually be able to spin the prop if you want to. And there's the body and the wheels. So we're going to go ahead and set up a project with these 3 parts and save it for the printer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new project. There it is. Go back to our old... Oh, no, my friend. That's not what I want to do. Where's that window? There's a window here. It switches between projects. Okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to grab these parts piece by piece, and we're going to go into the new project, and we're going to paste them in here. And we're setting this up for the printer. So what we're going to do is make sure that stuff is down at this blue line. It doesn't really matter. The blue line doesn't matter. It's just a reference for me. But printing this part, I guess this will be fine like that. And then we will go to the body here, copy and paste that bad boy in there. Where am I at on the table here? We'll print it off to the side. And we'll put the wheels on the other side. So we'll just do the body. We'll just do it like this. Yeah. And then we'll line them up as best we can here. Okay, and then the wheels. Wheels, I don't really have to bring in them like that. I just gotta bring in this one, and then we'll just copy it 3 times over here. Once we get it rotated in. And the wheels will be rotated so they are facing like this. Easy peasy. Just gonna just stick them in this group over here and line them up like that. And we'll go ahead and make 3 of those. So just cool. And look at it from the top view. Make sure nothing's touching, which it all is. God, stupid wheels. Okay. So this is our layout for the printer. So yeah, I think this will be okay. I'm going to do some mad supports under a lot of this stuff because we have a lot of big flat edges, but that is okay. Maybe I can align the supports to the area where the pop rivets are supposed to be, so once they break off, there'll be like a little indentation. Kind of fake the prop rivets with the supports. But, alright, so that's it for this. We're going to just export a STL file from this project here. I'll just stick it here for now in our project. So we're just going to Ecto2 and save the STL. It's asking us if we want to do it in millimeters, and we do, or everything will be the wrong scale. I work in millimeters, but I would suggest you guys work in millimeters too if you're working on small things, not trying to do inches and quarter inches and half inches and 1/8 inches. Like, that's a pain in the butt doing that. So just do millimeters. Anyhow, okay. So I'm gonna stop this. We're gonna send this over to the printer, and then we will paint and assemble, and then we will take a look at what we ended up with. Alright, here it is all done, and you can see fits right here on top of our little firehouse with our other vehicles. It came out of the printer looking pretty good. No problems with the printing. And then yeah, so here it is. So like I said, we made it to the so tiny it's hard to even handle. We did make the prop move, so you can spin the prop. I wouldn't recommend it. It's very tiny. But yeah, let's see if I can get a shot here outside of. And we can see it with the other cars in the place set here, scale wise. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Optimus chilling over here. Here's an actual micro machine here, so you can see the size of these things all together. Yeah. The old classic highway haunter here, still haunting people. I about lost that one. So yeah, that's it for this. So we got the Ecto2 done. I think he will live up here on top. That's always where I always put it when I was a kid, when I had my Kenner ones. Ecto2 would always live up here on top, you know. And then and we'll put these little guys outside here. Optimus can be, we'll get that Lamborghini out of here. Optimus can be here. He makes no sense here, but he can hang around just because, you know. Okay, well that's it for this show. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll have more shows in the near future.